Hey, what's up, Jefferson? I can't help but notice that a lot of my blue team members are really nervous about our next project. For the blue team, it's due April 6th, which means it's due the day we come back from spring break, and it needs to be filmed at home. A lot of groups haven't started filming yet, and guess what? Spring break is tomorrow. Today's the 26th. But when did we first get this assignment? Let's scroll back and find out. We first talked about it on March 9th. That was 17 days ago, which means we have 18 days of working, and then it's graded when we come back from spring break. Blue team, if you're stressing out about this due date, don't forget one of the big rules that I always talk about. Use every minute of class time. If you don't even think about when you're going to film your project until the day before it's due, there's going to be a huge crunch to get those cameras. And if you remember the rules of the class, you can't film the last 2 days of any editing cycle. That's meant for editing only, because if I don't have that rule in place, every group will wait until the very last minute, and then there's a huge fight for cameras, and it's like the zombie apocalypse or something. So if you're stressing this due date right here, what were you doing 17 days ago? And what can you do differently next time for your next project? There's another weird little silliness that we're doing I'd like to take a look at, but it involves cooking shows. Take a peek. If you go to the tab for the cooking show, I've got an example of the entire paperwork section of the cooking show. If you click on download file, it will take my example and suck it into your downloads folder right up here. So if I click, huevos rancheros, which is the name of the dish that I've got, click on that and open it up. Notice on my proposal, we have the ingredients first, which I just got off the internet, that's fine. The steps and how to cook it, I got it off the internet. I did paraphrase this, so it was my own. And it was a 4-step cooking process, pretty simple. But with your proposal, you also needed an introduction and a conclusion. What I've seen 3 groups do in the past couple of days is they've written their introduction, but they've left it as a paragraph. They've scripted everything else, shot 1, shot 2, shot 3, shot 4, shot 5. And then when they've come to their conclusion, they've left it as a paragraph. So check it out. Both American and Mexican cultures have a soft spot for the Old West. We fantasize about putting on the spurs, hopping on our trusty horse, and spending lazy summer afternoons watching the cattle graze in the field. You getting my cowboy vibe? Yeah, I know you are. Look at the script on the next page. Montage 1. Photos of the Old West showing American and Mexican cowboys with Western music in the background. We hear those words again. Both American and Mexican cultures have a soft spot for the Old West. We fantasize about putting on the hat and the spurs, hopping on our trusty horse, and spending lazy summer afternoons watching the cattle graze in the fields. Every single script you write, we need script format for every single shot that's in there. Don't be in such a hurry to get the paper done that you turn in a poor paper and get a poor grade because you were in such a rush. Pay attention to detail. Remember, when it comes to teaching, I'm pretty picky for a reason. So make sure you follow the format and use every minute of class. Thanks. Have a great break. Bye-bye.